Need some custom hardware? We got a free work. If you're looking to keep your load light,
I've got a few minutes to browse.
feel free to test it.
And they sell just about everything, but none...
So it looks like this video is gonna work. I tried to attempt a few of these and it kicked me out. Sorry about the microphone. I don't have a professional mic like some of these people that do YouTube videos, but
every conceivable good you could ever need
you can
is right
always
here.
talk. And you might want to get your sneak
I've
up
got a
all
few
the
minutes
way
to browse.
and get her
The
key.
highest
And she
quality
doesn't
available.
care that I'm in here. But as you can see, always go to ammo first, and then go down to flamer fuel. I think I forgot to buy the flamer fuel from the other guy that time. Then buy the bags of cement. If you want to go through all this stuff and look for fertilizer and plastic through it all, you could do that too if you have the money. But buy the fertilizer and the plastic, and then buy the steel. No, I always sell them use the steel to make these, but it makes pretty good money, you can see, but it's still pretty slow. You're probably better off trying to get a shipment of something for like grenades or pulse mines. Like you can make these as well. But then after that,
Diamond City surplus. Open
just come down and sit on the
24 hours.
couch. And you just want to wait for up to 24 hours. There's all types of people across this map who will sell you shipments of fertilizer and plastic, but by the time you get into the loading screen and get to all those other places, they'll even acquire some at some of your workshops around the map or some of your settlements. But like I said, by the time
Shopping at night? Diamond City
you get
surplus
loaded
is
into the loading
always
screen, you're better off just waiting 48 hours. So I always do it twice. Now she'll be in here and it's like kind of weird because she won't talk to you, so just use Percy. Just go back up. Since it's been 48
We're
hours,
having a sale on brooms.
he's got everything
Let's
back
see what you
again.
got.
Here you are.
And this will confirm what I show you guys. You just go buy the flamer fuel again, and then blood packs I can show you. Sometimes I buy those, but more importantly, you don't need to buy those. You need to buy the flamer fuel, so go to ammo and buy the flamer fuel. And then come down here and then go to shipments of fertilizer and plastic. Now you guys know. See, sometimes he'll have more steel than he does beforehand. And then you could go through all this, and it says steel right here and the antiseptic, but I've already done that for a while, and this is the faster. I've been doing that for a while, and I figured I'd rank up faster, but I found out that this way is actually just as fast. And I'm ranked 150, and it's really hard to rank up when you're as high as me. And then I always just do this to get my money back, but you don't have to. I used to have like 400,000, and I just bought stuff and left it to them, but they won't have like the 7 grand that you give them if you buy it all. If you stop playing, or if you go if you go make another save and come back, they still won't have it. In Fallout 76, you can't even do that because everything you give to them just like turns to 0 basically, and you can't buy it back. But that's a terrible game. I would never. To compare this game to Fallout 76, it's just you can't compare them. This one's like 100% better.
You cause trouble, there's gonna be trouble.
But you start off as basically nothing.
You know, a shotgun's great insurance against raiders,
And then
but I got a lot of options
you
here.
have like so many weapons.
I've got a few
after
minutes
that.
to browse.
And I always
Feel
go to
free to
him
test the
first. I
grips.
never try to talk to her while you're in her house because, like I said, she'll tell you to like talk to the robot. So flamer fuel, usually all I buy from that guy. So you want to wait for her to actually come outside. She's probably just lagging because I waited there. You can wait on this bench for 48 hours too, and then that won't happen. But I got plenty to show you anyway. And then I always use home plate. That way you have
Protection for sale.
everything's not connected at
Hand-tooled
home
pieces.
plate in your settlement, but it's got unlimited building capacity, considering you can't put that much in there. But if you try to do some of the things that you do in here that you do in a settlement, you wouldn't be able to do that, and I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about. I tried to do this in a settlement one time, and it like right away it got full, like the building capacity. As you can see, there's no building capacity in this one. But yeah, and then I used the lettering to make my own. I think I'm gonna put like heavy weapon, broadside, or special ones, steel clothing, everything that makes you like invisible more, and then you could pickpocket people. I got my magazines and stuff, my bobbleheads, and then the drinks and all that stuff. These are red because they're stolen, so you could steal quite a bit of stuff. Look at all that. I got so much of this crap. I can mess around with power armor for hours. This isn't even half of what I have. Not even half of what I have. Okay. So you just go to craft, and then you go down to jet, and usually you can make jet. And then make sure you always get flamer fuel to make this. Like, even though I don't even know it says 60. Yeah, see, it's only worth 10 more, but the point is that you're getting more crafting done to get rank up faster. But not only that, but the trick to ranking up really fast is right here, is the flamer fuel, actually. Because the jet's not that bad. And the fertilizer and the plastic right here. You need a ton of that. But first things first, you always get a companion that you've romanced. Usually I go for 24 hours, just because by the time you're done crafting, then I just pop down right here, and then you go to traps. You need the Far Harbor DLC to do this, unfortunately. But you can go on YouTube and type in traders buy shipments, and then see what shipments you need, and then do other things. But this takes forever to do the steel. So that's all you do is you rank up pretty fast doing that as well. And then the jet, I have quite a bit. And then never just sell the jet, because you can always rank up faster, and I'm about to get to that. So we're just gonna get a ton of jet, fertilizer, and plastic. For some reason I can never really get over 1,000 fertilizer, and I usually always stop at like 800. I could go a little bit more, but I got so much caltrops that it's... I got plenty to do. But anyways, you get a bunch of jet, and then you go down here to jet fuel. And notice how... Now look at my XP in the corner compared to the caltrops and the jet. It's going up way, way, way faster. That's why the flamer fuel is key. I could have sat out there a lot longer, collected more flamer fuel, and then I could have probably leveled up a few more times. But I'll show you guys what also you can do. And if you guys want some advice, like if your fucking hands hurt from doing this, try to switch fingers. Like use your index fingers or your middle fingers or something. Because it fucking sucks after a while. It really does. It hurts your hand. You get sick of doing it too, is what it is. But look how fast I'm ranking up. It's ridiculous. Also, if you have this game, and you probably do because you're watching this, just press right arrow and X, and that makes this go faster. I always do that till it's gone. And don't be afraid, just, I mean, since it's already here, and you don't really know how long that lover's embrace lasts, like, don't be afraid just to go back to bed for, like, even an hour, and see that lover's embrace icon. And then you just come right back down here. And like I said, sometimes I do 24 hours. So that way by the time I'm done crafting and I go out, then everyone's got their stuff back. But even by Far Harbor is a better DLC than Nuka World. I will tell you that. Nuka World's okay, but the endings are not really the choices you want to make if you're a person that wants to keep your settlements at the end. But it doesn't add a lot of things for crafting, I don't think, from Nuka World. Nuka World's got more stuff like power armor, specialty ones, and then you could ride the rides at Nuka World, and you could embrace the life of a raider, if that's what you're into. I'm gonna start that. Guess I just keep switching fingers, it really sucks. And then press the right arrow key and then tap X at the same time, and it makes it go faster. But I like Diamond City because it's right here and I can do that, but this isn't really linked to all my settlements. But you can also go to like each of your settlements and they acquire things for you and like bottle caps and stuff, but you notice bottle caps aren't really that important on this game. I mean, they are, but they aren't. The perk chart is what you want to try to complete, though. If you want some suggestions just starting out, try to stay away from the storylines. Because if you get too far into it, then some of the other factions will not like you, and then you won't have the chance to rob them when you get leveled up way more. It's like I accidentally started making bear traps, so I got plenty of gears. So you could also make bear traps if you buy springs and gears from that other guy. I forget his name, but like I said, don't be afraid to, I don't know, have my ghoul
The influx
chair.
of data is hard to process.
Don't be afraid
Apologies
to
if
chill.
sometimes I make little sense. I will work on this.
I'm gonna get some more flamer fuel. As you guys can see, everything I was crafting was not getting me as high as that flamer fuel. Flamer fuel gave me is, and that's called jet fuel. So remember, you need plastic and fertilizer and flamer fuel, and that's always in the ammo department. So if you're someone that uses the flamethrower a lot, you should probably quit using it. Or, I mean, you could use it later down on the line. You can get anything you want, really, when you're ranked up high enough, and I could show you that, too. I'm sure you guys have noticed the perk chart and have read most of those things anyways, but like finding more bottle caps on people and getting more bottle caps out of safes. And then getting a better trade price is ideal. So make sure you get the magazines and the bobbleheads. At least the one for the trader.
Oh, I do hope you're here to make a pun.
Uh-huh. Let's see what you have.
Excellent.
Always grab the fertilizer. I'm sure I might be missing something, but you don't have gears. The other guy's got gears. I still had plenty of caltrops and steel though, so I probably shouldn't even be buying the steel. But I get you ranked up pretty high too. I bet I'd be ranked up to the next level already if I just
All of that?
did the steal.
24-hour service. Only at Diamond City Surplus.
So I'll show you guys. That's all I have, but I got like way more than that inside. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't show you how much XP you get, but you see my level 156.
You know what you're looking for? We have everything.
That's the hell I was about. Make sure you don't steal anything on accident. I'm always trying to make certain saves in this game so you don't have everyone in the town against you, because it's a terrible thing. There's a few things I've done in my game that I don't think I could take back. I didn't protect someone at Bunker Hill, a main person, and they got killed, and I had to go back to an old save and then one time there's a person that killed and I'm not going back. I can't go back to an old save. It's unfortunate. But always make sure, you know, if it's 2 a.m. or whatever, just sit around until like 8 a.m. 9 a.m. is when everybody comes out, all the people. But you might as well get both of them.
You again. All right,
One
got
day.
plenty of supplies.
So you don't get as much as you think.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
That's
A
why
bit
I
of
didn't
everything.
do all my fertilizer. Or I didn't make all my jet. I mean, you only get 25 at a time. I get a shitload of steel, but I accidentally bought the wood, but I don't really care. But you don't need the wood. You make like okay money doing this, but
Myrna,
Remember, I don't search sense. Supplies?
let's see what you got.
Here's what we got.
never don't forget the flamer fuel. It's pretty cheap too. It's like $1.
We can talk about guns, or maybe you want to...
Sure.
You can
Let's
spam
take a look.
X if
Everything
you're
hand
tired
tool.
of hearing them talking. Yeah, I see gear. I can't remember if it was Springer screws I needed. And usually I'll just give it to them, and I'm too lazy to do the thing. I got plenty of steel. Most of the stuff is in the steel caltrops, and then you get a better price for selling them. It says they're worth 40, but I think you get like 15 a piece for them or some shit. And I think I'm the highest you can get.
Oh, I do hope you're here to make a
your
purchase.
Charisma and
Let's see what you got.
persuasion
Here you
and
are.
everything. But you might as well just wait 48 hours instead of going to all these different places. Yeah, see, I already talked to him today. I forgot. But you could always just come down here and chill on the couch.
You know what you're looking for? We have.
I mean, it probably takes the wait time of 48 hours just to get into one loading screen, and then you gotta load back in to Diamond City, so this is probably the best way. If you don't want a ton of auto saves on, then you could take that. You can take your go to settings and make it so it doesn't save every time. But I don't know if it's because I'm doing this or whatnot. But sometimes I get a server disconnection from Fallout 4 when I'm doing this, so I always leave that on. I really wish you could hold down the arrow or X or something in your crafting. Remember, don't try to talk to her.
Diamond City Surplus. Open 24 hours. We're so delighted you've chosen us for your...
Sure. Let's take a look.
the highest quality available.
Got some great stuff. If you're in
I've got a few minutes to browse.
something... Don't be caught dead! Protection from Commonwealth
I guess
weaponry!
that's like being weird. Oh, there she is.
You. Well, I suppose we can do business.
Sometimes she'll tell.
I've got a
say
few
to
minutes to
talk
browse.
To the robot.
Odds and ends.
It'll be in the middle of the day. It's probably confusing the game for what we're doing, but I'll show you guys one more time.
Hey, Myrna.
Remember, I don't serve sense. Supplies,
Let's see what you got.
a bit of everything.
So I want to make sure I got the flamer fuel. I'll go to store all junk.
Good morning, my
The
love.
lover's embrace. got plenty of jet. We're always gonna need more anyways. Remember, don't just sell the jet. Or you gotta use the flamer fuel or it doesn't work. So I make jet with fertilizer and plastic. And then you go down to flamer jet fuel. And you need flamer fuel and jet. I got quite a bit from doing that, just the 2 times I did it too, so it's like I need more jet. Try to get enough this time to show you guys. Between the jet and the caltrops and the jet fuel itself, which is the one that you want to give you the most XP. If you're ever bored and you're not sure what to do in this game, or if you want to rank up really fast, there's like some perks you're seeing that you want. I always recommend not going too low with your fertilizer, because like I said, I've done that 48 hours thing like 5 times in a row, and it still takes quite a long time to get enough fertilizer. And only shipments of 25 at a time. You got all your younger brother or sister who likes this game, you could show them how to do this too, and it freaking hurts your hands after a while though, I'm telling you. Okay, just when I'm done doing this, I should be like, it doesn't look like it's going too far. I mean, the numbers are higher, definitely way higher, like the XP. But as long as you keep doing it, all of a sudden you'll see that little bar just go up way faster than it usually does. I've tried everything. I've tried holding it down, and you have to tap the right arrow key and X at the right amount of time. It really hurts your hand after a while. But as you can see how the more you have in there, the better, because that thing just keeps going up. Basically out all that. I'm gonna go ahead and make this. I'm really sick of doing the caltrops. And again, I'm gonna switch my fingers. It really hurts your thumbs or your fingers when you're doing this over and over again. I know I said, but it's true. Seems like I'm ranking up pretty fast. The Lover's Embrace doesn't seem like it has gone away yet. But like I said, if you want to do it just in case. You can do it 5 times a day. It hurts your freaking hands, so you get sick of doing it. If if you don't use the... Usually I go into their inventory now and I buy everything they have, and then I give them all the gears and the bleeding bear traps. So I'll give them like $8,000 worth of bottle caps. And then I'll just buy up all their inventory. You could do it with ammo, grenades, and you know, you can make all that stuff with anything you want. As you can see, it's pretty much unlimited. Like, you'll be doing this more than playing the game, really. Still not too bad. Like 116, 165, 185, but really nothing goes as high as that fuel does. Switch to Caltrops. Switch fingers up. I'm trying to make this easier to get through. If you want, you could forget the steel completely, but I figured I might as well buy it because it gives you quite a bit of XP, and you're doing it anyways to get the flamer fuel. But if you were just to get the flamer fuel and the plastic and the fertilizer, that's all you would really need. Like I said, you need tons of that. You can only get 25 at a time. You can get a lot more steel. You need to make half this stuff. It really just gets obsessive with the clicking. As you can see, I'm almost pretty much halfway. I always go to like 250. I want to take all of it, but at the same time, like, you've seen how much steel I was getting. I think I got like 1,500 steel from just doing that. Sometimes, like I said, I wait up to 48 hours like 5 times or so, and
If I ever need repairs, you seem more than capable.
that's all
with
you
your
really need to
tinkerings.
do now is go to bed for 48 more hours, or just go outside and wait and then grab all their stuff and do it again. It gets really repetitive and boring. I just had 5 points and I used it to fill these up, and there was a glitch to get these up. But it sucks, you don't really even get your charisma up and your intelligence for getting these stars at the top up. All these ones at the top, and then you unlock these down here, but at the same time, I hate unlocking these because you don't really get anything from it. And it takes so long to rank up anyways. Well, a lot of people don't use VATs either, and most of these are VATs. But if you didn't know this, you just go down here and you can click next rank, and it'll tell you what they do. Full rank, when an enemy is shot, ricochets back and kills them, there's a chance a critical meter will get filled. And this one, and hack a robot, gain chance to power it on or off. Hack a robot, incite it to attack. Hack a robot, give it a specific command. This one, I actually have this one. Same one with humans, all creatures. This one you definitely want. Probably should have got that more later on. I probably should get that one too. Like I said, I'm trying to get these. I'm getting kind of annoyed not having all these. I'm not really into the VAT so much. The ricochet one sounds cool. I will say that some of them, they're pretty well thought out though. A lot of people seem like they steal some of this stuff from their game. I'm trying to find the one with the cannibal. There it is. This one comes in handy because you don't really need to eat like Murloc meat. So if you're an early on player, you should get this because health, comes a lot less. You don't have to worry about getting rat poisoning as much. I didn't even know you could zoom in on that. I've been playing this game for years. I probably should have got a lot of these earlier on in the game. Then this one, I don't really even use dog meat that much. Be careful what you choose. Make sure you spend a lot of time on here if you have to. And if you are a lone wanderer, you take this. Let's see. I will say my companions always get me discovered. Make sure you have the companion with the lover's embrace though if you're doing when you're doing the crafting and whatnot. See, this seems like it'd probably be a whole nother game if you did get the VAT. There's quite a bit of VATs and they're all at the bottom. I do like the bashing one, I got this one all the way up. But this one would be pretty good too. Rooted. Power sprinting into enemies hurts and staggers them. Not really a power armor person. A lot of these are not too bad actually. Ricochet, I'd get that one. I want to get this one up too. Bloody Mess. It'll make the game funner if you get this up. Look, it says when an enemy explodes, nearby enemies may suffer the same. Oh wait, no. Which one does it say? Yeah, there it is. It says 5+ damage. Watch out for flying eyeballs. I'm gonna go ahead and just buy these up here. But yeah, that's basically all I have to show for you guys. Now you know how to do it though. So just remember plastic, fertilizer, flamer fuel. So the fuel for the flamethrower. That's about it.